Hello, and welcome to our podcast. I'm Gabby Coburn.
I'm Kat Galarraga.
And this is Besties Unfiltered.
I saw you swing, and then I started swaying somehow.
I'm swinging in my chair right now.
It's our excitement.
I keep doing that. I can't sit still. I'm one of those people who just can't sit still.
But we were pretty synchronized there for a second. And this is.
And we're swinging back and forth.
Unfiltered.
Yes.
Oh, gotta love it.
I love it. I'm really excited. We did that very well. I love that intro.
So did I.
It'll never get old.
No.
So welcome again to our third podcast.
Can you believe it?
I can't.
We're just
This is
killing
amazing.
it.
It feels so good.
Yeah.
And going back to our first podcast, it feels so good to go after what you really want. And my ambition was, to check off something on my list.
Get this going, making it happen.
I love
ambition.
it. I know. I'm so happy. And we're happy you guys are listening in here.
Yes.
In our group chat. And just, we've gotten so many messages saying, go girls, well done, congratulations. And we got this even before we released our first podcast. It was so nice.
A little soft launch.
Yeah, and it was so nice to get that support and just really know, our friends are there for us.
Encouraging.
And our family too. So those messages were so appreciated. Thank you. And that being said, it doesn't really transition, but I'm going to pretend that it does.
It kind of does. We wish we would have done this sooner.
Exactly. Yes. So today we're going to talk about 10 things we wish we started sooner or did sooner in life. And I know that can kind of be a little bit of a negative aspect of life and kind of saying oh, well, you shouldn't regret anything you didn't do or you don't regret life. And this isn't about regret.
Right.
This is just something that we want to share things that we did in our past.
Yeah.
And we saw how fruitful it was or how much
helped us, or it would have maybe made us even better, long term.
Yeah, and brought that quality of life.
Right.
And so we're let's share about it and say maybe there's someone who's on the fence about doing something or has never even thought about doing it. If we can help you guys out in that way.
You can start now.
Yeah, this is your reminder.
Yeah. And they're all helpful tips, too. They work for us. They might not work for you. Again, they're suggestions or things that have helped us specifically. But I don't know her. She doesn't know mine. So we're going to see, how it plays in and if it's going to be useful for each of us.
Yeah, and this is something that it's all over the board. It's not 10 financial things we wish to get. No, this is really just general, all over the board things, women things that, have helped us. And we hope that you guys can either relate to it or it can push you to get that done or do something about it. Okay, so I'm going to go first. Or are you going first?
You go first.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
So my first one that I wish I would have done, I wish I would have done sooner.
There you go.
Is laser hair removal.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know what? And I started too late. My friend, one of my best friends growing up, she got it done in high school. And I was like, what?
Already?
I was like, oh my God, what the heck is that? I think it was when it first came out or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then I got it done during, right after college, and I was getting laser. And I was like, wow, how this has changed my life and in different parts of my body, and I just love it. And I think had I done it in high school, it would have solved a lot of my problems here in South Florida.
Yeah, they're always in bikinis.
Exactly.
Especially at that age. We were always at the beach.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt that bad. It hurts. And I'm a baby.
I've never done it.
It's like a little sting. It's kind of imagine someone with their nails just giving you little pinches everywhere. But you can ask for an ice roller.
An ice? Oh, to numb the area.
And as soon as they zap it, you numb it, or you just roll on it, and it feels good, and it's done. And it literally is depending on the areas that you do, it could be anywhere from a 15-minute session to a little bit longer, but it's not bad. You go through, I think it's 6 sessions, and then you have maintenance, which I need to get back on.
Okay.
But totally worth it, and I wish I would have done that sooner.
Have you seen a drastic result from when you started till now?
Yes. Okay. So the ones that I actually completed the sessions for, which is down there,
very important.
I love it.
Yeah.
I really do, and I'm happy, and I went through the whole sessions. There's other areas that I'm still working on.
Okay.
And I can see, because I didn't finish the sessions, there's not that much difference.
So consistency is key with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's one of my, if you're thinking about doing it, definitely do it.
Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, we can go back together.
Ooh, for first timer.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd have so much fun. I'd be like, ow, and you'd be like, it's nothing.
Probably now that I've had kids, it's nothing. But back then, I was
like your pain tolerance is probably a lot higher than mine.
The technician was like, "Oh, here comes Gabby again." Literally, I was the one screaming. I was like, "Ow, ow, ow!" the whole time.
That would be such a fun experience, though, to shoot together, and then we'll let you know how it goes.
Yes.
Okay, so my first one, going again with like podcasts. I didn't really think much of podcasts before. I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's like the radio. Like, why don't I just listen to the radio? I used to drive and commute from West Palm to Fort Lauderdale, which is a good, like, 45 minutes to go to school. And I was like, I wish I would have started podcasts then. Like, I wish, like, that drive could have been more productive. I could have been learning things. Versus me just going, like, in the car, like, to music. Like, what a waste.
7:30 a.m. and
40, I had to wake up. Like, I was blasting music all the way to school.
You had your window down, your hair blowing.
No, not like, on the highway, but definitely.
Make
maybe
my
when
way
I got
downtown, walking.
The rest is still unwritten.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. But I wish I would have started that off, and even going to work, like I noticed such a big difference, like driving from like west to east, like listening to the podcast and it being so much better. Like my mind was like ready to go, whether it was like meditation on the way to work to like get me in the mindset, or whether it was like, I don't know, like gals on the go, like learning new tips on like being girly and all this stuff. Like I love shouting out like amazing podcasts that I listen to.
I was gonna ask you, how do you pick the podcast you're gonna listen to? I always have a hard time picking.
It's a mood thing. It's like if I need that little like energy boost, or like, oh, I need to like get my mind like in a right like situation. Like Mindset Mentor is amazing. Like he has such a great use of like words and like really positive energy that like really gets you motivated for the day. I listen to that a lot when I go on walks, like starting my day off in like the right foot.
I like that. Mm-hmm. So you just base it off your mood and
like,
or
if
what
I'm
you
getting
need.
ready, I listen to the Toast because they're just like fun. They're sisters, like Claudia and Jackie. Shout out, they're hilarious. I really hope you listen to this at one point, but
we are going to tag the crap out of this episode with them.
They are like the best, like getting ready podcast to me. Like if I'm doing my makeup, my hair, like I'll listen to the Toast.
I like that. Fun. Getting ready podcast. What are your getting ready podcasts?
Yes, please comment them.
Yes,
let us know.
I want to know because I need
DM
to listen.
us.
I like that. Okay, so that's your first one.
Yep.
Listening to podcasts, even probably starting a podcast.
Yeah.
This is your reminder to start now. Okay, mine's going to get a little bit like, not professional, but like serious.
Yeah.
Number 2 is opening up a savings account.
Oh,
and
important.
I wish I would have done this sooner because in life there's always those unexpected events that happen, whether it's your car, your teeth, shopping.
Things can happen.
No, for real though, like, or even just kind of setting yourself up for success, for what's to come, even though you don't know. It's sometimes it's hard to plan.
You never know what can happen, or when you need like to pay for something that you weren't expecting.
Yeah, like Nico and I got married, and then we had Oliver, and we weren't. I mean, we were, but weren't. That's another subject. But like we had a little cushion to like, start providing for him. And that's always important in life, no matter what stage in life you're at. I mean, even if you're in high school, start saving for college, or you should start sooner, but maybe
the sooner the better.
Maybe you can start saving for something you want to do during college. And then if you're out of college, start saving for
the next step.
Yeah, the next step in life. I think it's really important. I wish I had done that.
No, I'm glad you said that, because I feel like also when you're like opening certain like credit cards or debit cards, like a part of it, like I know there's like way to save. Like as you like spend, like you're also saving like through whatever account. So like when you do open up a credit card or debit card, like make sure those things kind of factor in on another way you can save money too in the long run.
Yeah, that's really important. Yeah. And so that's why that's my number 2. I wish I would have saved sooner.
I hear that. Okay, so my number 2 is turning my phone on silent when I'm working. I was so bad at this before, and I would like try to go through my emails and like doing my Excel spreadsheets, like trying to be organized, and then I hear like the little ding, and then I get distracted, or like they send me a video, and then I want to go on Instagram or TikTok, and then I'm scrolling through, and then I know it's like an hour, and I didn't get all my work or like the things I wanted to get done. So I literally put it on silent, or some people even put it in a different room, put it in a drawer, like they go to that extent so you're not wanting to do it. You're not encouraged to. So, but that has saved me so much time. And, like, I really focused down on what I need to get done. It's so helpful. That's been a really big game changer for me lately.
I'm going to start using that. I think that's huge. And I mean, I like now that you can use like the focus status on your phone, on iPhones. I don't know other phones, but
tell other people don't bother me, basically.
It's saying, please do not disturb me right now. I love it. And also setting it maybe for like bedtime, you know, like setting yourself, okay, do not disturb me from certain, and maybe an hour before you go to bed. That's good.
That'll be the next thing for me, like bedtime.
Yeah.
Don't be on your phone. They say it's really bad for you, especially right before. It's going to keep you awake.
Yeah, I used to work for a psychologist, and we were on a work trip.
Okay.
And we had to hurry up and get somewhere, and we had just woken up. We got ready. We were going downstairs to get ready, and I was already on my phone, like in the elevator.
Okay.
Looking at stuff.
Yeah.
And looking on Instagram. She's like, it's the first thing you're doing this morning. That's what you're doing. She's like, it's gonna stop your creativity. I was like, it is?
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm getting all these ideas. She's like, no. Yeah, you're getting ideas, but they're not really coming from you.
Yeah.
They can inspire you, but try and giving yourself that time to wake up and really think and meditate and just be
be in the moment.
Be in the moment.
Early thing. They say reading's really good to do in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Just to kind of, again, it's like I don't know, when you wake up, it's like the first thing you want to do is like grab your phone, like, what did I miss in the world? Like, as soon as you wake, especially because I wake up later in the day. I wake up usually between like 9 and 10 nowadays. It used to be really bad before, but I'm getting better at it.
Good. No.
But again, I try not to grab my phone first thing.
If you want to wake up at 12, you wake up at 12.
If I can, nowadays I will.
You do you.
So that's my tip, turning my phone on silent when I'm working. And now I'm going to try before bed too. Just why not?
I like that. I'm going to use that too.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Anytime.
Okay, my number 3 is I took a nutritional course, so like a nutrition course. And this I did after Chase was born. So this was last year.
Okay.
And it was my friend Stacy. She is a certified
nutritionist.
Oh my gosh, nutritionist. But I hope that that's what she is, and she's not a dietitian. Well, she might be both. I don't know. We'll find out, and I'll share it on our stories. But she offers a course, and it's online, and it's like one-on-one, and the amount of things I learned on there, and just things like you would never think.
Yeah, are so helpful.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just about losing weight. It was about really understanding what you're eating and being grateful for what you're eating and knowing what you're going to get from each section of food, I guess I could say in the simplest way. Knowing that this certain type of food is going to give you this for your body and this, and then just really eye-opening.
Yeah.
And understanding what your body needs. You make better choices.
Right.
And I wish I would have done that sooner, especially being an athlete. I was an athlete my whole life.
Yeah.
I played in college. I played in Argentina. Some of the best moments ever. I love that. And I wish I would have stuck to it, but I was missing a lot of different athletic stuff in my life, and I didn't really have that nutritional guidance.
Okay.
And I think I could have gone further had I known what to eat and how to properly eat.
Right.
So I wish I would have done that sooner.
I feel like that's really big when you start the year off too. Like everybody kind of has this shift of nutrition and fitness and I don't know why, but new year, you're new goals, new me. It's always good to kind of reference that and speak to somebody that knows what they're doing. They have a license in this or they've studied it. They're going to want what's best for you and teach you what works for you. Because not everybody is the same.
Exactly. And that's the thing. You could Google. You can Google anything.
Yeah.
And I know that. But to really get someone who understands you and where you are in your life.
Yeah, it's different.
Totally different. And I encourage everyone to look into that.
Yeah, look at, even on Instagram, there's plenty of people that you can follow, your friend, and getting those tips on the daily, and maybe you can just find somebody that you can really relate to, that you like, what they're putting out there, and it's useful for you, because in the long run, consistency is so important, and that's the hardest part for everybody, in my opinion.
Yes, that was it. And she's also an accountability person throughout the whole course. And it's it's a 6-week course. But she's there. She'll text you, and it's really great. And I hope if you don't go with my friend, you can also find someone else who's like that. And it's
or local for you. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people in your specific region.
Yeah, and then you start to learn if you're going to have a family, you know how to feed your kids right. I mean, because there's so many. It's misleading. A lot of things are misleading out there. And so you get to really understand the ingredients and okay, this is going to, if I feed my child this, it might make them feel better,
Right.
you know? But yeah, that was one of mine.
Very, very, very useful. I need to contact Stacy.
Yes.
Stacy. Shout out. I'm going to message you. Okay, my number 3 is giving myself a 20-minute timer to clean. That has been a game changer. All of these things have to do with my phone or like timing, but it makes a big difference.
You have a theme going on.
I have a theme going on. But
That
it's
is
so true because
genius.
it's like, oh my God, I got to clean my bathroom. I got to clean my closet. It's like, okay, 20 minutes is just like the perfect time to get you started. Chances are you're going to go over the 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But 20 minutes, set a timer, and you're going to be like, okay, I have 20 minutes to clean these drawers out. And I'm going to get this done in 20 minutes. That's it. Put on a podcast, put on some music, like get it going, and it is going to be a changer.
I like that. It's so less scary.
Yeah.
When you
Like,
just
oh
say
my God, I got to clean this whole thing out. 20
know.
minutes. Even if you don't finish cleaning out your closet, like you
like that.
put in 20 minutes into it. Then the next day you can do 20 minutes. Or, I don't know, a few days from then do another 20 minutes. But it's a big difference. It doesn't sound like such a big thing.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's a good one. I like that.
It's quick but effective.
I need that in my life.
Yeah.
I need your whole list in my life.
I need yours.
Okay, so number 4 is kind of like a personality check going on.
Okay.
It's getting over FOMO / also admitting when you're wrong.
Ooh.
That is something I wish I would have started sooner.
I'm really
I
stubborn.
was big on FOMO. Like, I always wanted to be part of everything.
Yeah.
And I was that person. Like, I'm like, I would be drowning in stuff in work. And they're like, okay, we're going out tonight. I'd be like, I'll be there. I will be there. And I'm glad now I can be like, okay, have fun. You know, because if not, it's too much.
I think that comes with age though too, because when you're younger, you have like less things to like worry about and stress about, and you're just like, oh, I can do this, and you're like younger, so you don't get tired as fast, and you're like, no. But now lately, I've been the same way too. Like I'm starting to say no to events, no to things, or I'm like, I don't need to go do this, or I don't need to go to this specific thing because I'm gonna miss out. And again, we're both like influencers, so
We're quote unquote.
yeah. So it makes it hard because then it's like, oh, I missed this. And then you see all the pictures that people upload later. And it makes you feel kind of like, oh, I should have gone there. Like, I would have done this. Or this person was there. How cool. So it makes it a little bit harder, too, in that aspect.
Yeah, and I'm finally learning, like, it's okay that I wasn't there. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah. I'll go to the next one.
Yeah. And the other one, this is like a number 4.5.
5.
Admitting when I was wrong.
It's tough.
I am that person who I'm not wrong, or I was never wrong. And now that I finally accepted that, I think my husband kind of showed me that, like, it's okay to be wrong.
Yeah.
It's like uplifting, and it's like I immediately grow as soon as I'm like, I'm sorry, like I was wrong. Yeah, I was in the wrong.
Yeah.
And I just feel like a little weight lifted off of my shoulder, and I feel like I'm growing and becoming a better person.
Yeah.
So I wish I would have done that sooner.
Look at you maturing. Okay.
I'm maturing, guys. I'm now officially a 20-year-old in my maturity like scale.
We're getting there.
I have 2 kids, but I act like a 20-year-old.
We're always going to be 20 at heart, I feel like. I hope so.
I hope so too. You know,
I think that's a good thing. Like, be mature for certain things. Again, like, 25-year-old. I'll give myself that. Like, as the years go, like, maybe we'll reach, like, 25.
21 so I can drink.
Perfect.
Yes. So that's my number 4. I wish I would have done sooner.
Okay, number 4. This is more on the girlier side, but...
We love that.
And again, this isn't for everybody, but there's certain makeup tips I've learned that have been a game changer for me.
Please tell me.
Well, there's a trend going on right now that's, I think it's on TikTok, or it started on TikTok, about Mary Phillips. She's an incredible makeup artist, has done, like, the Kardashians, whatever. But the trend is to contour before you start doing everything else. So it's kind of doing your makeup in reverse. And I know Scott Barnes kind of did that a lot, too, and he's done, like, J-Lo's makeup. That's, like, perfection. But it's doing your contour before you start doing, like, your foundation and your powder and everything. So basically laying out, like, your cream contour first, like, wherever you like it, nose, then putting blush, and then highlight.
Cheekbone.
Yeah, just having everything kind of like laid out on your face before you go into blending everything, and then putting on your foundation on top, and
it does wonders.
It's so amazing.
That is so cool.
It just gives you like a natural contour without looking like super harsh, because I feel like again, makeup's kind of like fashion where everything like comes back at one point. So now the Mary Phillips trend is starting back up again and everybody's like doing it. I'm like, this has been like done before. Like they've been doing this for years. Like obviously it works for a reason. All these celebrities like look that perfect because of this technique. Wow. So it's a lot of fun.
That's so cool. You might have to do a tutorial on that.
Yeah, that'd be so fun. I can do it on you and then you can see the difference.
We'll share that one.
This
too.
like natural beauty over here.
Please follow our Instagram at Besties Unfiltered
Podcast.
Podcast. Yes. The word podcast in there. No dashes, no lines, no
Besties Unfiltered Podcast.
And so you can follow along. We'll be sharing things that we're talking about.
Yeah, on here too. Some behind the scenes. We'll do some reels. We thought it'd be a fun one.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5. Ready?
Yep.
So I wish. I wish. I wish I learned about pregnancy and parenting sooner. I have a whole bunch of books that I got, and I did a course. And with my first pregnancy, everyone's like, oh, motherhood comes naturally. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah. I feel like everybody's opinionated, though, when you are.
I know. So this is I'm kind of very strong, opinionated on the whole, like, motherhood, pregnancy thing and children. So I'm just going to share my opinion. You can leave it or take it. I'm just going to leave it there on the table. And no
everybody has their own journey when it comes to that. This is just hers.
So this is mine. And I wish I would have done that sooner in terms of I kind of wish that I read more books or read my books sooner and learned about it and just learned about my body more. And knowing that you have a voice in whatever room you're in when you are delivering. You have a voice. And I didn't know that the first time. And then I started to do some research and started talking to people and doing some courses. And it was just nice to know that I do have control of my body and it's not someone else.
Right.
And also like how to keep healthy during your pregnancy, things like that I wish I would have known. So that's mine. And if you want to know more about my books that I was reading, feel free to message us and I'll send you the links.
I feel like that's really useful because a lot of women, it's super scary. I mean, I don't have kids yet. Knock on wood. In the future, I see it happening. But it's so scary because you don't know, and then everybody's kind of like throwing their opinions on you, and you don't really know until you get to that moment, and it's like, okay, like, what do I do? So knowing all those resources, like you said beforehand, I'm sure is super helpful.
Yeah, and you don't have to agree with everything that book says, but you might be able to take something away from that book and apply it to your life. And make it better.
There you go.
It doesn't hurt.
No, not at all.
Okay.
All right, my number 5 is enjoying things in the moment, being present. It is such a big difference. And I feel like, again, it comes with maturity and, like, aging. Like, when you're young, it's like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. You're on your phone. You're just not really in the moment. Everything's either about somebody else or you're doing it for something else. Now I, like, go to dinner, my phone's in my bag the entire time. I don't want to look at my phone. I don't want to think about everything has been about my phone, like on my things. But it's helped. It's either keep away from it or use it as something. But it's true. It's like I want to go to dinner and not be thinking about anything else. I want to talk to the person I'm having dinner with. If it's girls' night, like I want to hear about everybody's opinion and just be like present in the moment. Enjoy those friendships. Enjoy those conversations. Sometimes we'll go out and we don't even take a picture or we don't have to like document. We're like, oh, we forgot. But then we're like, we had such a good time. We didn't need to.
Yeah, now it's just like, okay, next time we'll take a picture. And we'll take one right now. You know, it's like, okay, right now our faces are stuffed. And but I like that a lot. Again, like I said, I love your list. And I think it's good because then you can really, like, enjoy your food. And, like, you're eating, I don't know, juicy steak.
Yeah, you don't have to take a picture of every food you're having.
You're vegan, whatever. Like, you can really enjoy it.
Yes. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the moment. Have those conversations with your friends.
Don't get us wrong. We can still always do, like, that picture.
Oh, definitely. Always. Yeah, I do that all the time, too.
But there's going to be moments where it's be like, okay, tonight I'm going to put my phone down.
Yeah. Keep it in your purse one night. See how it goes.
That's cool. I like that one. These are great.
Yeah. I'm going to put yours into you, so I'm sure you're going to have some takeaways from me. Hope you guys do, too.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed or are inspired by some of our...
things we wish we did sooner.
Yes, things we did. I'm just going to stop talking now.
No, we just hope, let us know which ones you want to try or which ones sound useful to you. And if you guys have any, please let us know because the more you guys share, the better off we are as well.
Yeah, just share it in our group chat.
So thank you.
Thanks for listening.
Have
See
a
you
good
next
one.
time.
Bye.
Bye.